Hey, what up, people? It's your boy, I'm the Mellow here. Today, I am going to be doing my predictions video about the top 5 leagues, including the Saudi Pro League. That's basically a synopsis of what I'm gonna do for this video. If you do enjoy this video, please do like, hype, share, and subscribe. And this is gonna be a banger. This is gonna be a long one, a very long one indeed. And I'm gonna be starting it off. I'm gonna be kicking it off with the Premier League predictions. Yeah. So let's without further ado, let's get into it. I'm going to be doing this from the number 20, yeah. So number 20 for all the leagues, that's basically what I'm going to do. All the leagues, I'm going to start from last place to first place and then progressively do that. So yeah, this is going to be a very long video, so please do enjoy, like, hype, share, and subscribe. I'm doing this for you people, bro. Yeah. Number 20. I'm gonna say number 20 is gonna be Hull City, basically, because I don't know the team. I don't. I've heard they play good football, but to survive, I think it's gonna be basically like what company's Burnley. Basically, that's what I'm gonna think about it. They are a good team. I just don't think it's gonna be work in the Premier League, knowing like there are better teams there. Hull City, that they have signed Joe Gelhardt. No, he's someone that I know about. I know him. They signed Duarte from Salzburg, Lucas Harrington from Colorado, and Noble Mendy. Uh, Elliot Stroud from Magillibili. I don't know what league that is. They signed Kostenios Tezolakis from Olympiacos. I know this player. Haidmar Samarita from Sporting. I know him. It's on Matt Target. Well, he was a free agent from Newcastle. I know that. Jack Butland. They are they are a decent enough team. I just don't think they'll survive, basically. And that's who I think will be number 20. Number number 19, I think, will be I'm gonna say this lovely team, Ipswich. Uh, Nothing against any of these teams. I just don't think they'll survive in the Premier League because there are teams that play much better football than them. Like your Arsenals, like your Man Cities, your United, your Liverpools, even your Fulhams and your Palaces. They play much better football. Let's look at Ipswich's transfer window. They have signed Sasha Lukic from Fulham, Florentino from Burnley, Kidwell Scrappen, uh, Addison Meira from Celtic, Isa Diop, that is a good player. That's a good buy for them. That strengthens their defense. Abdul Fatou from Leicester, and yeah, I just think they're gonna get relegated. And number 18, I'm gonna say. Ooh, I'm not gonna say Coventry. I think Coventry will scrape it, and I don't want all the championship teams to go down, and because that's easier to say, but I don't think I want to do that. So I'm gonna say, look at them. I'm not gonna say it's. I'm not gonna say. Yeah, it's not gonna be Leeds. It's not. Is it? Could it be? I'm not gonna say Leeds. I know it's definitely not the Big Six. It's not Sunderland. It's not gonna be Fulham. Ooh, this is gonna be controversial, but I'm gonna say, yeah, nah. I don't want to say that though. I don't. I want to say Newcastle, but I think they're gonna scrape it as well, just like Coventry. I could easily say, wait, um, I'm looking at the transfer market, but like, I'm looking at all the teams transfer windows. It's basically, you know what? This is gonna be bad, bro. This is tough. I don't know. Let's look at last season. Uh, you know what? You know what? I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say this. This team. And yeah, I'm gonna say Nottingham Forest because they have a good goalkeeper themselves. They just haven't. They obviously bought Diamande. They got Schlag on a free from Leipzig. Lucas Netz, Ortega. I just yeah, and they got Zinchenko, Bakwa from Strasbourg, Zinchenko from Arsenal, like I just said. So yeah, I don't. This is tough, bro. And yeah, that's why I think we'll be relegated. Because last season, Nottingham Forest they were very close, and I don't think Tottenham is gonna go back down. So to the lower table teams, this is I'm gonna say who do I think is gonna finish in 17th? I'm gonna say I don't know if it's just me. Yeah, I'm gonna say Fulham. No, wait, no, I'm gonna no, I'm not gonna say that. I'm not saying that, bro. Um, uh, you know what? Yeah, I'm gonna wait, wait. See, this is tough yet because I want to be bang on, but I don't want to be flipping an idiot. So I might do this. Look at Aston Villa. Who has Aston Villa bought? Because they have been raided like a house in Los Angeles, fam. Los Angeles, bro. They have got eviscerated. And they've been they got Garnacho, Manzambi. I know they were linked with my boy Polinia. They're not getting him. Joao Gomez, Manzambi. Well, I just said that. Douglas Luiz, Tammy Abraham. They have a decent squad that I think Coventry is going to finish 17th. I want Coventry to do well, but I think they'll do just enough to survive. Um, that's 16th. I'm 16th. I'm gonna say. Ooh, let's look at. You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna say Brighton finish 16th. Then I'm gonna say. Yeah, basically, I'm 15. I'm gonna say Aston Villa. I think they're gonna struggle this season because they have lost Rodgers. They've lost so many of their key players. It's ridiculous. For Bruggen, for Brighton as well, is gonna see if Brighton and make them. Yeah, that's basically what I'm gonna say. Basically, for Bruggen is gonna see if Brighton this season. Mm, Aston Villa. Do I do it? Do I do it? Do I do it? This is controversial as hell, bro. Because I'm trying to, but I want to be real with with you people. But I don't know. So, 15. Ooh, what I am very, I am bad at this, fam. What the hell? I thought this would have been easy because I had this whole planned out. I was I planned this whole week, and then all of a sudden my head is blank, bro. My head is gone. And yeah, and then, excuse me. Um, yeah. No, I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna do that. Yeah, let's take them out there. I'm gonna be shuffling this as well. Yeah, I'm gonna see. Yeah, I'm gonna say Fulham is gonna finish there. Fulham in 16. Um, basically. Um, who is 15, fam? Who do I think is gonna finish in 15? I'm gonna say Leeds. Leeds United. 14, I'm gonna say hmm. This is sticky. This is where it gets tough, bro. Because I know my winners. I know who's gonna finish 1 to 6. Yeah, but like after that, I'm just going. Yeah, I'm gonna say Palace in 14th. And 13, I gonna say, yeah, yeah, yeah. That's what I think is gonna happen, basically. Yeah. From 20 to 13, that's what I'm because Everton they haven't really done much in the window. They haven't done any they can't finish higher than at least 12th in my opinion. So that's why I think they're gonna be in regards to this squad. And yeah, Crystal Palace as well. I don't know. I think Forest is going to definitely get relegated. Yeah, Marinakis. I am not. I do not want any trouble with you, brother. I do not want any trouble. I just think your squad right now and how things are planning out. I don't think you're gonna get. I just don't think you're gonna get higher than that. Number 12, I'm gonna say Sunderland. But I think that with Europe, Sunderland is gonna be focusing more on the Europe than the actual league, and I think that's what's gonna make them drop off, and that will what's gonna lead with them to be with where my next position is gonna be, where my next team's gonna be. That's basically what I think is gonna happen. So yeah, leading with this, I'm gonna say that Newcastle finish higher, basically. I know they've lost players like Bruno G, Isaacs, the Gordons, and Tonali's, all these players, brilliant players, by the way. I just, I just don't. I just think they'll finish higher than Sunderland this year, and yeah, because they have brought in a new manager, and I think they're gonna have a new manager bounce, and I think that's what's gonna save them. To be honest, a lot of changes and a lot of outgoings and a lot of new goings. I know my boy Pelini is linked with them, and they've got that Hoffenheim winger Torre, good player, decent player. And I think this season Newcastle is going to have to steady the ship. And yeah, this is tough, bro. At number 10, I'm going to say Brighton. Or am I? Or am I? I reach with you people. Uh, this is tough. I just realized I have Bournemouth, Brighton, and Brentford. The triple Bs, and Aston Villa. I know they have Champions League. Yeah, yeah, their squad is not good. I'm gonna say Aston Villa in 10, bro. Basically, what I'm saying is that because Aston Villa, I know they sold Rogers, they've got Garnacho, not very good right now, but could be good for the future. I don't know, but maybe, just maybe, this is where I think Aston Villa fall off a little bit. They have a very good coach in Unai Emery, who has my team's number, by the way, but we beat him in a friendly. Big up company and all that, big up Bayern and that, bro. But I don't think that Aston Villa is going to be able to be pulling on to how they did, how they managed to get Europe, and how they're going to play Europe and have multiple games a week. I don't think they're going to be able to manage. So that's why I think they're going to finish 10th. And ninth, I'm going to say, I'm going to say Brighton. Yeah, I'm going to say Brighton. They will start to bring in players. Bayern are those type of teams where you don't really fight for Europe, but they just somehow got close to making it because they're going to fight for Europe places this year. And I just think, with that being said, number 8, I'm gonna say Brentford. Yeah, I'm gonna say Brentford because they have my boy Shahada there. They've got players there that could impact a lot of this. Brentford are a very solid team this year. They've got the likes of Shahada, me there. They've got very good striker in Igor Thiago. Thiago, as I said, Shahada, they have Henderson, they have no, Henderson has gone to Chelsea. They got Van der Beek, Coyote, a very good fullback. Jensen, they have Collins, they have Kelleher, a very decent shortstopper and keeper as a whole. So yeah, that's why I think they're gonna finish eighth, and I think Bournemouth finish seventh in a Conference League spot as well. Yeah, and before everyone says I am gonna, yeah, I know that Krupi is injured. They lost Semenyo. They have lost Senesi. I think that they have a very good shopstopper in Petrovic, Tavernier, Ryan. I think is gonna have a very good season this year because he was showing it at the end of last season. They got Ivanilson. They bought Antonio Silva to replace Senesi. They got Alex Jimenez from Milan. They've got some decent signings in there. Fraser Foster. Amin Adli. Is Amin Adli? Amin Adli, yeah. That guy is very good. And I just think they're gonna finish in a seventh place. Ooh, this is where it gets interesting. This is where the meat and potatoes hit. At number six, I am gonna say Man United. Number six, I'm gonna say Man United because they should have bought at least six players. This transfer window has not done it. They sold Garnacho, which was very good from them. They got Yuri Tielemans in. They got Andre Santos. They got a very decent amount of players. They sold some of the dead were in. Onana, Sancho leaving on a free, and Hodgson going to Napoli. That was good from them. Good business on that part. And they got Tielemans, they got Santos. I don't think they could very much finish higher than sixth, but I don't. They lost. For me, I've just I just don't feel this United team because this United team could punish people, but I just don't think it. The man they should. Man United should back just like what Chelsea's doing, yeah, with Alonso and Bluco. That's what they should be doing. They should be backing Carrick because you have a chance. Last season, you were killing it with Carrick. You need because Man United have been off the pooch. They haven't been playing for years. We have been trolling them. We've gone after them. We've bantered them. But this last season, they were on a bounce back. But I just don't. I think they're gonna regress a little bit, but like not too much, but to hurt them. But they're still gonna be good. So I just think this season you just need to stay the ship, build results in, and just continue playing the good football that Michael Carrick does. Because last season you guys were playing good, and yeah, Europe I think could haunt them. Could not could not be great for them, but I think it's gonna hurt them. So yeah, I'm gonna say that. Now going into fifth, I'm gonna shock everyone here and say that. Yeah, yeah. Not because of what happened in the Charity Shield, the Community Shield. I am not saying that. I just think their midfield is not great. They have a very good boy. They have Erling Haaland. They've got Elliot Anderson. They've signed Rulli. They signed a player called Monga. They've they have Margohi. They have Semenyo. It's Enzo Maresca's first year, and I just don't think it's gonna start clicking until I would say a February or March. That's what I would say. I think that's when it's gonna start to click. but because they have a good they have a good shot stopper in Donnarumma. They have Ruben Diaz, they have Guehi, they have Gvardiol, they have Nico O'Reilly, Kustanov. Midfield is, I think, where they struggle because they have sold Rodri, they sold him. Phil Foden has not been on it as of recent. I think Turkey's going to replace him, and I think Foden might leave next year. That's what I think. Elliot Anderson has good traits. He is not the finished product, but I think could be decent and could flop at the same time. It's going to be a middle of the road signing for them. They've obviously signed, they obviously sold Reinders and Kovacic. I just don't. Kovacic and Gonzalez, I think that's where they're going to get hurt in the midfield. And then I know Jack Grealish is back. They have Doku, they have Haaland, the Haaland bro. Oh, Michael, oh, Bayern Munich. Please, I know there's news from Bill that says you have been shortlisted. Haaland has been shortlisted. Please, as a Haaland guy, bro, I have rated this guy for time, bro. If you could read Haaland, bro, from them, oh my god, I will go and see him. And yeah, Savinho, I think is gonna leave, and I think, yeah, I don't think Man City is gonna start clicking until maybe mid-January to early February. And yeah, this season, and they're gonna maybe if Man City could kick in with like a little Carabao Cup or something, but I don't think they're gonna do well. And now fourth place, I'm gonna say Tottenham. Tottenham need to do well this season, because they have backed Roberto De Zerbi. Getting 17 again, like Zac Efron fam, 2 seasons in a row, nah, that can't cut it for them. If they go a third season near relegation, yeah, they're toast. Um, Obviously they have signed Tonali blood, the Italian Iron Man fan, Dubravka, Mateus Fernandes, Van Heck, Senesi, Robertson. Uh, they have Conor Gallagher in there. Like, this team is actually very good on paper, and then they're linked with Osimhen, and if they could sell Gyökeres and get Osimhen, nah, this team is unbelievable. And then they have Porro, Udogi, Van der Ven, and Senesi. That is a very good defense to at least get you to a fourth place in the Premier League. That is decent. And third, I'm gonna say, is Liverpool. Yeah, Liverpool third. They obviously have a guy called Irio. No, yeah, I'm gonna wait. Yeah, Tottenham. You're third, in my opinion. My bad, people. I know. I'm moving kind of bipolar here, but yeah, I think Tottenham will get third. I know I'm dropping the gun on Man City a little bit and kind of disrespecting them, but I think Liverpool will finish fourth because Alisson, he might leave next season. VVD might leave this season, might leave next season. Salah left, and Konate left. I think this is gonna be the. This is gonna be a very interesting Liverpool season, where I think they're gonna play good football because Iriola plays very good football. I just This season is like the passing of a torch from the old guard to the new guard. Like players from like Fultz is going to have a very good season. I think Rio Gamoa could play a very important part this season. Isaac, if he stays fit, I think could be third, but I think if he doesn't stay fit, I think he could be fourth. That might be my opinion. Gregor Moore, I think, is going to have a good season this season and could replace Gakpo by, let's say, March, if he plays. And if they get Barcola, that he is locked down, yeah, I think they're going to have fourth because Harvey Elliott, nah, not for me. McAllister could go Man City because I know the Enzo deal did not go through. And yeah, if Man City go to McAllister, that is interesting. And you could easily swap Man City for Liverpool in my thing right now. So yeah. And the challenges, who is going to win the Premier League? I am left with two, Arsenal and Chelsea. Oh, let's go with Chelsea first. They have signed, they have got Xabi Alonso, the guy who has crushed many Bayern players' hearts and dreams. And they have bought Pep Chevalier, Jordan Henderson, Valentin Barco, Danny Welbeck, Lacroix, Morgan Rogers. They have Quenda, they have Palestra, Emmanuel Imenga, Ishi Samuels, Smith, Buonanotte, and they have sold players like Garnacho, Chalaba, Badiashila's gone, Santos gone, and I think this season might be Chelsea's season to say we could take the league this season, but I don't think it's going to be this year for them. I'm going to say, yeah, I'm going to say that. Sadly, I'm going to say Chelsea finished second, and Arsenal are going to be your Premier League winners. Like, they have the most functioning team because most of these teams here are either in the middle of a rebuild, they're starting their rebuild, or they're late to the party. Arsenal are the only team with a gaffer who actually has a functioning team system. And yeah, if they don't win the Premier League and one of these teams with new coaches or something win it in their first year, that is absolutely funny and such an Arsenal thing to do. Because you cannot tell me with the team that you have, with Bruno G, Rice, Tizoles, uh, uh, Hincapie, you have Calafiori, you have, I know your wingers are a bit dead, we know that. But you have the one of the best midfield defense in the world. You have Gyökeres, who could be one of the best strikers in the world, not top 3, but at least top 4 or 5, at least top 7 strikers right now. If Raya gets injured, you man are cooked. Because, yeah, Melia and Kepa, you just pick your poison basically. So if they're relying on Kepa to stay fit, and if Kepa isn't fit, I think it's going to be long for Arsenal. And yeah, I could easily swap any of those 3 teams in my Champions League places with Man City. But I think Man City's midfield is going to crumble and capitulate this season without Rodri. Foden hasn't been playing well. Semenyo and Cherki are going to have to be very... I'm gonna say Cherki and Semenyo are going to be very reliable for Man City this season. And Haaland is going to score. Haaland is going to be your goal scorer, absolutely. But I think that's what's going to happen. And yeah, that for you, yeah, is my Premier League predictions. Please let me know what I've done or I've completely messed this up. At first, Arsenal. Number 2, Chelsea. Number 3, Tottenham. Number 4, Liverpool. Number 5, Man City. Number 6, Man United. Number 7, Bournemouth getting Conference League. They're both Manchester's getting Europa League, which is absolutely crazy. Champions League places. Chelsea second, Tottenham, and Liverpool. And yeah, mid-table, I'm gonna say Yeah, Brentford 8th, Brighton 9th, Aston Villa 10th, Newcastle 11th, Sunderland 12th, 13th, Everton 13th, 14th, Crystal Palace, 15 Leeds, 16 Fulham, wait, what? 13 Everton, 14, 15, 16, 7. Leeds 15th, Fulham 16th, Coventry 17th, 18th, Nottingham Forest, 19th Ipswich, and 20th Hull City. That for you, yeah, people, is my Premier League prediction. But let me know in the comments what you think. And yeah, we will be moving on to the next bunch of predictions. Yeah. Now, now we're going into my realm. Now we're going to be doing the Bundesliga. I at least I'm gonna at least try to cook in this one because I at least know this and should be my realm in all of this. Um, um, relegated. Um, who? Augsburg. Yeah, respectfully, you just got promoted. I think you're gonna go right back down to Bundesliga to have some fun. Bob's your uncles. You've had your fun because yeah, you have a decent. Petkov is a very good player. He's one to watch. Boy, and you should be watching him. Petkov is a very decent. He's 25 years old. He's from Bulgaria. He's going to cause a lot of problems this season. 13 goals in Bundesliga, 6 assists. That is, at least for me, he could be decent as a squad player for Bayern, and I would take him. Uh, Conte, 23 years old from Germany, 4 goals, 5 assists. I think he could be doing well. Zimmerschried, 27 years old German, 9 assists, 4 goals. He could be one of the playmakers of the season. And I'm banking on Petkov to save the season, but I don't think he's gonna do well. Their striker is not so good, and he's just 22 years old. Mokowa. I don't think it's gonna be good enough for them. And then I'm gonna say Paderborn. Yeah, I'm gonna say Paderborn finish 17th because they have this player called Pelebija. Philippe Pelebija. He's 26 years old from Germany. 15 goals and 2 assists in 29 matches. That is very good. I think he's going to be their player of this season. But is he good enough to save them? I don't think so. And so that's why I just think these two teams have gone up, and I think they're going straight back down in Bundesliga too, which is unfortunate for them. But yeah, relegation playoff. Oh, oh, oh. I know Wolfsburg were there last season, but for Wolfsburg, I'm not going to get relegated. Surely not. Um, yeah, Wolfsburg are in Bundesliga too, which is crazy. Hertha Berlin, Nuremberg, yeah, and Hanover, all them man are in Bundesliga too. Do I think Schalke is going to be in a relegation playoff? Let's look at it. Let's actually look at that. Who does Schalke? I know they have Dzeko and them man there. Karaman, he's 32 years old, 14 goals, 5 assists. That's decent. And Lubicic. They have Lubicic, 28 years old, Austrian. Yeah, he's decent. Not great, but decent. El Fouazi. He's 24-year-old Moroccan. He's decent, but nothing special. Could this be his breakout year? I hope. Hopefully. Algeria. We have Adli Achiachu. Ayuchi Ayuchichi. Chichi, yeah. I'm just gonna call him Chichi out of not knowing his name. He's a 24-year Algerian. Um, Schallenberg. He sounds like an F1 driver. 27 years old, and yeah. You know what? You know what? I'm actually, I'm actually gonna say this. You know this. Yeah, I am actually going to say that Schalke get relegated and Elversberg get relegation playoff. Yeah, I'm gonna say that. Paderborn in number 18, Schalke in number 17, and Elversberg in 16. That's what I'm gonna say. And now we go on to these teams. Oh, yeah, Bayern's getting relegated, show, bro. Yeah, that's what's happening. We're getting relegated. We're not playing good football and none of that. Vincent Company getting sacked, bro. Oh, yeah. Well, no, let's cut the waffle, yeah. Bayern are not getting relegated. We are. It would take a monumental breakdown of this team for Bayern to get relegated. And hopefully that doesn't happen in my lifetime ever. And 15th, I am going to say 15th, I'm gonna say Bremen. I think Bremen are gonna see where they finished last season again. That's what I think is gonna happen. They have the good players. Bremen are one of those teams here where you don't really expect much from them, but they just finish above where they should be finishing. They obviously have players like Schmid and Koulibaly. Backhouse, a very good keeper. Somebody at Stage, Najima, that guy, he has cooked us in the past. They're obviously getting a player called Rise, Alexander Schlager, and yeah, I think the season is going to take. Yeah, I don't expect much from Bremen this year. And 14th, oh, what do I think? What do I think? I'm thinking Union Berlin 14th. Yeah. They have my boy Ansa. Big up my boy. Yeah, he is my guy. But losing Doki, Tremel is aging. They have Nzoki ready to replace him. They've signed some Atlanta United striker. They've sold Kral. They've got rid of Doki, not extending his contract. Friedrich, they have Cohen. I think they're gonna do enough to escape relegation. um, 13th, I'm gonna say is Gladbach. Gladbach, because like they have got rid of Rocco Reitz. But they do have they got rid of Reina. They got rid of Rocco Reitz. I know they have Kleindienst. Is he staying? Is Kleindienst staying, or is he injured? Or is he in the squad? They have Kleindienst. They have Honorat and Guma, Robin Hack, Neuhaus, who could be a bother in the past for us. Stroger, Enzo Leopold is very good. Uh, Joseph Skelly, and Elvedi. They have this player called Kevin Dix, who last season was absolutely doing my head in when we played them. They got Chirodia. The Italian job, bro. That guy could cook for us as a backup. I would take him. Ulrich, 22 years old, could cook. And yeah, I think yeah, they obviously have Bats, who was one of the shockers of the last season, finishing making who did he play for? He played for Mainz last season, and he was one of the better keepers last season. And yeah, number 12, I'm gonna say Colin. I'll say Cole. Wait, don't. Number 12, number 13, I'm gonna say Augsburg. Augsburg are a very rare team because they don't look the most threatening, but they could shock a lot of teams. With that being said, I don't think they're as shocking as people think this season. They have retired. They have got one of their better players in Philip Max has retired football for them. So big up Philip Max for that. But this season, squad wise, not the most strong and not the most threatening. They have Fendaman in goal. Good. They have Schlotterbeck's brother. They have Nokli Banks. Uh, Matsima. Barkman. Masengo, who was one of the better midfielders, was a shocker. Same with Claude Morris. He was one of the better midfielders last season. And let's be honest, without Augsburg, we would have been invincible last season. So these frauds, yeah, they're frauds. But Marius Wolf as well, these players are good players who could do the job and has beaten us. Let's be real. They have beaten us, and it's like these type of teams that we could drop points from. So yeah, I'm gonna say they finish 13th. Number 12, lucky number 12. I'm gonna say Hamburg. They got Patson Daka, uh, Wand Omari, uh, Damian Downs, who could be very good, Fabio Vieira. These type of teams like your Augsburgs, your Hamburgs, your Gladbachs. This is the type of teams that we could easily drop points from, and they have a masterclass. And they have obviously the big one. They have got rid of Vuskovic. They could not retain him, which is unfortunate because he was a big problem for a lot of teams last season. He scored against us. He is an aerial threat. He is a for a teenager that size. It should be illegal for him. But yeah, I think Augsburg is going to finish 12. At 11, yeah, this is where I get very interested because I'm looking at all the teams there, and I'm gonna say a big thing. Um, I'm not afraid of most of these teams, but with this being said, I think that Freiburg are gonna fall off this season, losing Manzambi. They have Yannick Elgahar. They have signed players. Goto, Engelhard, as I said, Yamamoto, and Backhaus from Bremen. They have signed players, but I don't think they have lost players as well, like Manzambi, um, Roll, Bessie, Wagner. They've sold Aaron Dinchy as well. They have gotten rid of too many big players, in my opinion, but they have kept like Mantanovic, Best, Eggestein, Ginter, and Lienhardt. That is a very good Bundesliga centre back partnership. Atubulu in the sticks as well, who I don't personally rate, but I know a lot of people do rate. I think they're gonna finish 11th. Um, Number 10. See, I don't like this because I know people are gonna say I'm gonna glory hunt, but like, what do I base it off? Like, I know I've got the power, fam. Like, I'm not gonna say Frankfurt. I'm not gonna say Dortmund yet. Wait, Dortmund. Who is there? Who's been in their squad? Okay, I'm not gonna say Dortmund just yet. Hoffenheim could very much be because they lost Aslani, but they do have Lemperle. They got rid of Torre. They have Kramaric, Berger, who I personally rate not Berger as in like an actual burger. Berger. His name is Berger. Kabak, Kufal, and Baumann, who is a very traditional Bundesliga keeper. I'm gonna say in 10th, I'm gonna say Cohen. That's my bold take. I'm gonna say Cohen in 10th. Because they have Elmala, they have Butler, Kaminsky, Martel, Scrabble. Their goalkeeper, I think, is going to be a massive reason as to why they finish 10th, and they could be higher, but they could also be lower. Like, I could easily do this. I'm like, you know what? That looks decent. So you know what? I actually like that. I'm gonna stick with that. Colin 10th and um him Colin 11th and Freiburg 10th. I'm gonna stick with that because that looks decent. And I think I'm gonna stick with it because that could be right. And look, because one man is not gonna save a team like Elmala. Elmala is still very young and very not tested yet, and he could also leave because I'm just saying a market opportunity. Bayern Munich, Ibrahimovic, you could do a swap deal plus like what 25 million. You could do that, bro. I'm just saying we could get him in midway through the season, and that's the reason why they finished 11th. And yeah, that's just my little tangent because that could also happen. Let's not be. We could do that as well. But yeah, number 9, I'm gonna say Hoffenheim. They have lost Aslani. Um, uh, they have got they have kept Kramaric. They got rid of Torre. They have Berger as well. So I'm gonna stick with them in 9th because they are a decent team. They are normally a decent team. They have Decat, who I think could be a very good buy on a good player this season. Patrick Vema as well, a very good player on his day. And yeah, and they sold Tahumachi. That is a very good player. Gift Orban, which is unlucky because I liked him. His name, I liked his name. And Damar, he was a very good player for them. I don't understand why they sold him, but they have sold him. And they have got off Behrens from, and he has gone to Augsburg. And yeah, I think this season Hoffenheim, they're not that great, in my opinion. We could beat them with efficiency. So yeah, that's right. I'm gonna put Tottenham 9th. Now we go on to this. Now this is where controversially I want to say put Dortmund in 8th, you know. And yeah, that could get me slaughtered here, but I'm gonna say for this season, I'm gonna say Mainz. Mainz have a very good team this year in the Bundesliga. Amiri, Sano, Nabel, Wimmer, Becker. They have a lot of bats. They have Bosch. I think this season it's gonna be a very good season for Mainz. Maybe even challenge for a Conference League or even a Europa League place. I get that, but Geraldo Becker as well. They bought him, who is a Bundesliga player. They have Silas. I think that with this Mainz team is a very good team and a very strong team and could even challenge us, in my opinion, for the league. I'm not saying that to gaslight you, but I think this could be a very good season for Mainz. But I think, in my opinion, I don't think it's going to be enough. That's why I think it's going to finish eighth. Seventh, yeah. Wait, 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 wait. Okay, my bad. I thought I messed up something. Yeah, that's why I think it's going to be higher up the table. That's why I think it's going to be so. Yeah, he should. Wait, yeah. Yeah, I messed up something. Hamburg should be here. My bad, people. I did not guess that one bit. I messed up so bad. My bad. So yeah, Hamburg in 11, Cologne 10th, uh, Freiburg 8th. Wait, yeah, Hamburg 11th, Cologne 10th, Freiburg 9th, Hoffenheim 8th, and Mainz 7th. Yeah, I got that. Like, my bad. My bad, people. I messed up something so bad there. Now we go into the meat and potatoes of the Bundesliga. Let's go. I'm gas, bro. Absolutely gas, bro. Should I even bother? Because we already know who's winning the league. But I'm not gonna say that yet. We are the big boys here. We are on the table here. We cook here. Conference League place? Yeah. I'm gonna say Frankfurt. They have Bahoya, they have Khan Uzan, who very early on in the season was playing very good. They have Koch, they got rid of Brown, they sold him to us, which is amazing. They have Goethe, they have Skiri, they have Doan, they have Bahoya, Kali Mwendu. Um, they have bought a player from us called Noah Seiko, who I think is going to be very good this season for them. Because I have watched him and he's a very good player, decent player. He could have been a very good backup for us, but no, we sold him. They have sold Dean Emembe, Noel Futuku, and Nathaniel Brown. Kirstensen is gone, which is that's a very bad thing for them. Wow. And Wahi. Yeah, I'm gonna say yeah. Frankfurt are gonna finish in the Conference League place. Hey, I'm just gonna say this, yeah. Dortmund is getting stiffed. They're gonna win. Early on in the season, I could hear it and I get it, but yeah, in the late part of this season, their team is not very good. They have sold players like Adeyemi, that fraud, that scrub. He is a scrubber. But they have Garassi, Bayer, they got Vermeer, Verman, they got Verinen, They did they get Fabio Silva? I don't know. Um, they sold Kutu, Kani Chukwuemeka, I think is in, and yeah, I just don't feel it this year with Dortmund. I don't think they're gonna. And then we have um the France Beckenbauer Super Cup. I think is gonna be a good test to show me what I think is gonna be good. But this is obviously before, so I'm just gonna stick with that and with my gut feeling. And number 3 and number 4, yeah, Leverkusen and Leipzig. Either one of them in third or fourth, I'm not gonna be surprised about. Either be this, or either be that, or that. I'm not shocked, like anyone bit. But this is my predictions, and I'm gonna say that Stuttgart is gonna be our challenger for the Bundesliga this year. Freiburg, they obviously sold Diamante, they have Harder, they have Gruder. Seawold, they have Baumgartner who's injured, they have Lukeba, who I don't personally read, but a lot of people do, and he's a good centre back as well. Orban, who could be a very good player, but I didn't think that didn't they sold him? Didn't they sold Orban or something like that? They sold Openda, they sold Gulaci, they have bought Esteve from Burnley, they got Rocco Wrightson, who I wanted at Bayern, who could have been a very good replacement for Goretzka. But yeah, they have Conor Harder, I think, this year. And Leverkusen, who's Leverkusen got? They sold Grimaldo. Um, just the Grimaldo Hincapié, who was already gone from last season. Bellucci, and who else they bought? They bought Medina. Miguel Gutierrez is very good for them. Moreira is a good player as well. Itron, I'm still uncertain about, but I know my boy's here reads him, so big ups there. Subscribe to him. They have Omelin, Ben Seguir, and I know they have Vasquez. And yeah, this is good. This could be I'm gonna say, yeah, I'm gonna say Leipzig finish higher than Leverkusen this year, and we already know the answer to this. The team Bayern have is miles apart from anybody this year for the Bundesliga. So yeah, I'm gonna say, yeah, Stuttgart are gonna be the challengers because they have a very good coach in Sebastian Huneb, who I think is going to be a coach for us one day. But I want Muller to be the coach. Yes, Thomas Muller. But I don't. For me, I just think that Stuttgart lack a goalkeeper from them being a good team who could challenge us for the actual title. Like every single week, you're on our case. So yeah, I think if they had like Atabulu, for example, or Bats, for example, for one year, I think that would be interesting and could actually challenge us for. But their defense is very good. Vanderman, Mittelstadt, Schabo, Yelts, Struger, Jacquez. Their defense is very balanced. I would love like Jelts and Schabo and all these men in my back as my backup. But in midfield, they have El Canus, Kakazor, so Angelo Stiller, the big boy, the big player. Chema Andres is gonna be a breakout star for them this season. Marking it right now. Mark my words. Pecinovic, their new signing. The Wolfsburg player. Yes, he is gonna be. Klopp is gonna be looking at him because he wants them to be one of Germany's strikers. So he's gonna have to play well. Leveling, I would love him as a backup. Come on, man. Barn, what are you doing? Then is Undav, the main man. I think they're going to play a two-striker formation with Bacinovic and Undav, or maybe one of them plays at the attacking mid, which would be Undav. Then Furic, and yeah, this team is going to challenge us. Thiago Thomas as well. Yeah, but for me, yeah, we already know. We already know, brother. We already know, fam. Big, Nathaniel Brown, Upamecano, Ta, Kim, Stanisic, Lima, sadly injured, Kimmich, Bischoff, Kimmich, Bischoff, Pavlovic, NDI, Carl, Musiala, Ulizi, Diaz, Kane, Saibari. This team is winning the Bundesliga without a doubt. Let's not even lie. Let's not even cap to ourselves. This is going to be our season again for our second year in a row. No, second or third year in a row. Going back. So yeah, company's 3 years with us. He's our third season with us. He's won the Bundesliga in his first year. He's won the DFB Pokal. He's won uh he's won the Bundesliga and the DFB Pokal. He's won the Franz Beckenbauer Super Cup. I want that Champions League season. Two now, fam. Two now. Just like my boy Expression. Two now, blood. I want it now. I am craving that thing. I am gone, blood. If we don't win this, I am done, bro. Because I am fuming if we don't win it. This team is so good, and it's very good. We have everything to win it, and I want it now, blood. I don't care what anybody says, but yeah. My predictions is Bayern win, that is runners up. Third place and fourth place are going to be Leipzig and Leverkusen. Fifth is going to be Dortmund. Conference League is Frankfurt. Seventh to 11th is Mainz, Hoffenheim, Freiburg, Cologne, and Hamburg. 12th to 15 is going to be Augsburg, Gladbach, Union Berlin, Bremen. Relegation playoff is going to be Elversberg, and relegation I think is going to be Schalke and Paderborn, sadly. So yeah, people, that is my Bundesliga predictions. This is a long one, people. I told you all. This is gonna be a long one. I did for you people, blood. Come on, man. You don't subscribe now. You are losing your mind, fam. Come on, people. Yeah, you know what, people. For the rest of the leagues, I'm just gonna speed run through. No disrespect to any of the leagues, but I'm just gonna speed run without saying my thoughts now because I am just genuinely very tired. So yeah, this is my Serie A predictions. Relegation. I'm just gonna say who the team's getting relegated. I'm just gonna say who's gonna get relegated. Uh, um, Udinese, no. Monza, no. This is a tough one, bro. You know what? Torino. Uh, yeah, these man. Torino. Not even, it's not even Torino, God knows. And yeah, no disrespect, I'm just very tired. Torino's here. Bologna, no. Yeah, I'm just gonna put Genoa. Oh, yeah. That's my 18 to 20. 17. Yeah. Mid-table. Mid-table, yeah. I'm just gonna put this in a random order. Yeah, you, Sassuolo, Parma. No, you go there. You're in the mix. Monza, yeah, you're in here. Very tired, fam. Oh my god. What have I done to myself? Brought myself to the ground. Yeah, you go in here. Yeah, you go in there. Cagliari, yeah, no. Fiorentina, yeah. And now we go in here. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6. 6. Yeah, I'm just gonna say this. Atlanta, yeah, you might hold that. Uh, Jesus Christ. Europa League, yeah, you man there. Yeah, I'm just dead, bro. Yeah, I'm gonna see Roma finish above AC Milan, that's all I'll see. And yeah, I think it needs Napoli's gonna finish the 4th. No, wait, no. Juve is not getting relegated. I think the Juventus finished 4th. And I think that the Serie A title race is gonna be between Inter and Como. But this season I'm gonna see Inter win. I'm banking on Como to finish 2nd. There we go, people. Champions League is for the Serie A is Inter, Como, Napoli, Juve. Europa League, Roma, AC Milan. Conference League, Bologna, Fiorentina, Sassuolo, Torino, Parma, Udinese, Venezia, Monza, Cagliari. Relegation, and I'm gonna see Fiorcione, Calcio, and Lecce. Basically, that is my Serie A predictions. And yeah, now we're gonna move on. Yeah, now we're gonna go on to the La Liga predictions. Woohoo! I'm not being sarcastic. I'm just dead, bro. I've been going for an hour and 20 at this point. Decency, which is probably relegation. I'm gonna say. I'm gonna say Malaga. These are one of the leagues that have started, so I probably could be going off that. I'm gonna say Malaga is gonna get relegated. Who do I think else? Who's gonna get relegated? I'm gonna say Osasuna get relegated. They finished 19th. And Levante. Basically, that's what I think is gonna happen. 17, I'm gonna say Elche. Deportivo 17th. Elche 16th. Who the heck is them guys? You know what? Yeah, these guys are getting relegated. I don't know who they are. Who the hell are they? I know most of these teams. I'm gonna say this. Number 14, I'm gonna say Getafe. Big up my boy Getafe. All that. 13, I'm gonna say Deportivo. And yeah, 12th, I'm gonna say um, let's say Espanyol, Celta, 12 and 11, Rayo Vallecano 10th, and Valencia. Oh no, I'm gonna say the number 8. I'm gonna say Villarreal. Conference League. I'm gonna say Sevilla. Europa League. Yeah, Real Madrid and Barcelona. You know, I'm gonna say them too. Joke. Um, I'm just gonna say Real Sociedad and Athletic Club in that order. I'm dead at this point. And I'm just gonna say Betis in there. And yeah, and then who's gonna be 1 and 2? To be honest, I don't care at this point because uh, Real Madrid, they signed Diamande, they have Trent, they have Dumfries and SP, and they miss and Barca, they have Adiemi, Gordon, Rodri, and yeah, this season I'm gonna say Barcelona taking it, and Real Madrid, you're finishing 12th. No joke. Yeah, yeah, that's what's gonna happen. Hey people, that's my La Liga predictions. Uh, I'm probably gonna butcher it, but yeah, I'm dead. Barca number 1, Champions League, 2 to 4. Um, Real Madrid, Atleti, and Real Betis, Europa League. Real Sociedad, Athletic Club. Conference League, it's gonna be Sevilla. Mid-table is gonna be Villarreal, Valencia, Rayo Vallecano, Celta. End of the table, I'm going to say Deportivo, Getafe, Elche, Deportivo, Alaves. Not Deportivo Alaves, but Deportivo. And Levante relegation, I'm saying Real Racing Club, Osasuna, and Malaga. Yeah. That's my La Liga predictions. Please let me know what you think. Just like with all my predictions, let me know. Do yours in the comment section below if you want to. I'm very interested in what you all have to see. This channel is about growing, not be a sharer, but you let me know what you think as well. Because I'm just tired at this point. That's why I'm quiet as well, doing my predictions. So yeah, let me know what you think, people, and yeah. Now, people, we're gonna be doing my League One predictions, and yeah, just let me know what you think in the comment section below. I am so out of my depth in this league. But yeah, I'm doing it for you people. Hopefully you all have enjoyed this video because I do love football, and football is my first love. Music will always be second, and it's always between music and football. So yeah, that's why I do music covers. But now we're going on to League One, and I am so out of my depth for this league that yeah, I just think PhD is gonna win. We already know this. No, no dodgy. Who do I think's getting a relegated? I think that the Mans are definitely there. These man. And these man. And yeah, that's why things getting relegated. Yeah. 15th. I'm just gonna say Harvey. I think that's gonna be 15th. 14th, I'm gonna say Andrew. Andrews, yeah, there's none. And yeah. And 13th, I'm gonna say Toulouse. Toulouse. 'Number 12, I'm gonna say Birth. And should I do it? Yeah, I'm gonna do it for the banter. I'm gonna put Nice. Nice Birth. That's funny, you know. Yeah, that's my thing. And number 10, I'm gonna say Lorient. Number 9, I'm gonna say Paris FC. And I'm just gonna put Lens there at number 8. And number 7, I'm gonna say yeah, 5. Jesus Christ, this is flipping hard. What am I gonna do? What am I doing? This is long. I'm just gonna do this. That's what I think of this predictions. Number 6, I'm just gonna say Lille, and then I think Marseille. Yeah. 2 to 4, I'm just gonna say Strasbourg and Monaco and Lyon. Maybe Strasbourg finish third, and Lyon second, and Monaco fourth. That's what I think is gonna happen. And then PSG is getting relegated, man. No, they're not. They're the Premier. They're the UCL winners. So yeah, champions. I'm saying PSG. To the rest of Champions League places, I'm gonna say Lyon, Strasbourg, and Monaco. 5 and 6, I'm saying Marseille and Lille. And 7 to 10, I'm gonna say Rennes, Lens, Paris FC, and Lorient. 11 to 15, I'm gonna say Nice, Nice, Brest, Toulouse, Angers, and Le Havre. And 16 to 18, the teams getting relegated are Auxerre, uh, what is it? Troyes and Le Mans. Yeah, Le Mans. That is my La Liga predictions. Also, just let me know what you think in the comment section, people. I've been doing hour and 30 predictions. So just let me know what you think, and yeah, just let me know. Yeah, yeah. Now I'm just gonna go through. Now I'm doing some bonus content. Yeah, some bonus content. I'm gonna be doing the prediction for the UCL, and not the UCL as in like I have one for the TLF. Just gonna be ranking some teams from the UCL, and I am also gonna be ranking the Saudi League, which is actually something I never thought I'd be doing. But now I'm actually gonna do it. And I'm actually gonna not be banterful and make jokes. I'm just gonna predict who I think is gonna win. So yeah, with this being said, okay, who do I think is gonna win Saudi League? I know who I think is gonna win. Is it likely to happen? No. But do I want to win? Will it happen? Most likely. I think it's gonna go down to the wire. I will say that up front. I think so. The teams getting relegated are Al Riyadh, Al Riyadh, Al Riyadh, um, Al Riyadh is getting shagged in 17th, 16th. I'm gonna. Should I go off the rails for this one? No. Um, I know this is one of the leagues that started, but I should go off the rails for this one. I'm gonna just say something. I'm gonna say Al. Yeah, I'm gonna say Al Ittihad fifth, fourth. Al Ittifaq is in fifth. Al Shabab is sixth. Al Qadsiya. I don't know that team, so I'm not even gonna try. I know Neom, Aba, Al Khalij, Al Tawun, Al Diriyal, Al Hazim, and Al Fasil. In 16 to 18, I'm gonna say Al Feha, Al Fatih, and Al Riyadh. Now we go on to second to third, and this is where I'm gonna say Al Hil Al Ahli is in third. Second, it's always down to these two. But Ronaldo to go off on a high, it's very highly. Do I think it's gonna happen? No. But do I want it to happen? I like Ronaldo as a player. He is personally my GOAT. In between the Messi and Ronaldo debate, it's Ronaldo. Do I think? I don't know. I know Zia Talks told me it's gonna be those two on the final day, And the league has started, and Al Nasser do have the first line drawn in the sand. And don't want to disrespect anyone, so I'm gonna say Al Ahly win the league, fam. Wait, no, I'm not gonna say that. I think on the final day they lose, and something happens. That's all I'll say. But I do think with Inzaghi at the helm, I know it's gonna be questionable at times. He's gonna be making harsh decisions, not making substitutions. And I think I'm not gonna gaslight anyone, but it's very tough to pick between either one of these two teams today. Like I know one of these two is gonna win the league. That's what's gonna happen. But I don't know who to pick, you know. I want to pick Al Nassr, but I also want to pick Al Hilal. And it's tough. So tough decisions are gonna have to be made, yeah. So in the grand scheme of things, I think Al Nassr finish second. And because Al Hilal, I think, play at home in the last game of the season, I think they won it. They win as well. So yeah, that's what I think is gonna happen. The champs are gonna be Al Hilal, and fourth place is gonna be Al Ittihad. That's all I'll say. This is not my realm. This is beyond me at this point. And yeah, I just want to do it to have some fun, bro. And now we go on to the UC. Yeah, this one is just gonna be about the UCL and who I think is gonna be good in the Champions League this season and how to fairly I rate all these teams. So let's further ado, let's get into it. In ST, I am just gonna say S tier teams. I'm gonna say it's very slim, and I know the teams. I'm gonna say Barcelona are one of them. It's Champions League, so Madrid have to be there. Bayern are there. If people don't want to say it, I think I'm gonna have to say them favorites. So I'm gonna say Bayern are better than these two teams. PSG are definitely the favorites. So I'm gonna say those four, and then I'm gonna say who's gonna be underrated shout. No hate towards any of these teams here. All 43 teams here. I'm not dissing anybody. So I want to say an Italian team, but I'm gonna say if it's down to an Italian team and any Premier League team, I'm gonna say Arsenal are our favorite. We're just gonna have to live with it. And I'm gonna say, yeah, that's it. I'm gonna say those are my S tier teams. The A tier teams are Man City this time around, Liverpool most definitely. Inter, I personally would say Como are a team there. Madrid as well, they're a team that always are out there. And that's all I'll say. And then the B tier teams, I'm gonna say Man United, Roma, Napoli, Dortmund could shock any team. Galatasaray, they're always there. And Leipzig are not there. Stuttgart not there. Lens no. Lille no. Porto could do something. Sporting as well. I'm gonna see. Yeah, C tier teams. I'm just gonna say Aston Villa. The rest. Villarreal, Betis, Feyenoord, PSV, and Lille. This is no disrespect to any of these teams here. I'm not disrespecting any team. I think all of these teams are great. Uh, but I'm just saying who I think are the favorites. Club Rouge as well, I think could make it out. And Celtic a few seasons ago were challenging Bayern, so let's not lie. Fenerbahce as well, I think are a B tier team. Now, this is where it gets tricky. I think Red Star Belgrade, no. Athens, no. Lask, no. These teams fold. We just beat their team. I'm gonna say Catalans shock the world. I'm gonna say it. Yeah. Yeah. Your B tier teams are Man United, Roma, Napoli, Fenerbahce, Dortmund, Galatasaray, Bodo Glimt. C tier teams are Aston Villa, Villarreal, Real Betis, Stuttgart, Leipzig, Lille, Lyon, Porto, Sporting, Feyenoord, PSV, Club Rouge, Celtic, Dynamo Zagreb, Lens, and Shakhtar Donetsk. And I don't know any of these. I don't know most of these teams. I know some of them, like Red Star Belgrade, aka AEK Athens. I know Yaya Toure is going to be their manager, so hopefully they do something. Viking, Hapoel Beersheva. I don't know any. Viking FK, uh, Nimemara, uh, Saba, and yeah, I don't know any of those two teams there. So yeah, those are my rankings and my predictions for the upcoming season. I just want to say big up to all the teams that are in every competition. You don't have to be a top 5 league team. You could be any league right now. Football is football. To give thanks to every football team this season. I want all of you to play good football this season. Every single league. You could be Tanzanian league, the Czech Republic league, Austrian league, you name it. Any brand of football is football, and whether you're a football lover or not, football is football, and you're gonna love it. So yeah, this goes out to all the teams in every competition. Give it your all. Play to the best of your abilities. You are the players. You have coaches. You could be having the most toxic of fan bases or anything, the most toxic dressing room. Whether or not the club stays and the club means it all. Because whether the players are gone or not, the transfer windows players leave or not, the club stays, and this is what I want. I want every club to be at their best. So yeah, let's go. Big up everyone who have watched the video. Like, hype, share, and subscribe, and bring on the new 26-27 season, and let's go. Football is what we like. Peace out, everyone, and one love.